Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Once again, please do me a favor, smash that thumbs up and subscribe button. Today we're gonna talk about, well, if you've seen the title of the video, you know what we're gonna talk about, and that's the DLC characters for the upcoming Mortal Kombat 1 and my thoughts on it. Well, I wasn't planning on doing a video on this topic, to be honest with you, but I did have a few people reach out. I read everybody's comments. People think I don't read the comments just because I don't respond doesn't mean I don't read. And I've seen a couple people say, hey, what's your thoughts on the DLC characters, Omni-Man, Homelander, all in the upcoming Mortal Kombat game? And I didn't really want to talk about it, but I figured, okay, why not? Let's talk about it. Homelander, Peacemaker, Ermac, Omni-Man, my boy Omni-Man, Quan Chi. Let's talk about this, guys. Let's talk about the DLC. I don't buy Mortal Kombat games for the DLC characters. I don't. I'm actually kind of lukewarm on this whole Mortal Kombat 1 idea anyway. I feel like, why are we rebooting this thing back to #1 again? And the title seems so lazy, right? It feels so lazy. We're going from Mortal Kombat 11 to Mortal Kombat 1. You just took away a 1. It's so lazy. Why didn't you call it like Mortal Kombat Rebirth, Mortal Kombat Resurrection, Mortal Kombat A New Realm, something, Mortal Kombat something. You're just calling it Mortal Kombat 1. It feels really, really lazy in that sense. And not only that, Mortal Kombat, well, before I get into my whole rant about Mortal Kombat, let me talk about the DLC characters. Yes, I don't buy Mortal Kombat games for the DLC characters. I only bought the DLC pack once for Mortal Kombat, and I didn't even use them. I didn't even download them. That's when this game came out. I was so hyped for this game that I went out and bought the collector's edition that had the 2 bookends with Scorpion throwing the spear and the Sub-Zero. And the guy at GameStop, when I went to go pick up my midnight release, he was like, you want to get the season pass? And I was so hyped for this game, I was like, yeah, I'll get the season pass. Never downloaded the characters, ever. I believe I even traded the game back in when the DLC characters even came in to get something else. And then I picked the game up years later when it was like super cheap. So I never played the DLC characters, and most of the time the DLC characters come out when they have the collector's versions of the games. The basic DLC pack that includes them all. A lot of times I'll buy these Mortal Kombat games day one, play through the story, and then trade it in. And then when they come out with their little fancy like DLC included, I go out and rebuy it. And for this one, for Mortal Kombat 11, the reason why I went out and bought this was because, one, it was mad cheap, but I wanted the extra story DLC. I care more about story DLC than character DLC. The Injustice had the Ninja Turtles. I'm a big Ninja Turtles fan. Never downloaded the Ninja Turtles, never paid for the Ninja Turtles. There's only one fighting game in history that I ever bought the DLC for and actually used the DLC, and that is Dragon Ball FighterZ. Dragon Ball FighterZ is like one of my favorite fighting games. I'm a massive Dragon Ball fan, so it made sense for me to get these characters so I can play as like Jiren and all these other characters. So I had more fun with that. When it comes to like this DLC, I'm happy for everybody else who has that likes these characters, that wants Homelander, wants Omni-Man, Peacemaker. I'm really happy for everybody that's getting able to get those characters, because there is a lot of characters. I'm fully aware that I am in the minority when it comes to DLC characters in video games. I remember back when Soul Calibur 2 came out, Xbox had Spawn, Nintendo GameCube had Link, and Heihachi was on the PlayStation 2 version. That was cool, but like getting all these characters and all these copyright characters, I believe one of the games had Rambo or something in it. But yeah, I just don't get into the DLC characters. So Omni-Man, all them, I would never play them. I would never play with them anyway. I'm not going to buy them. If I ever get them, it'll because Mortal Kombat 1 comes out with like a special edition like this, like they always do. Once all the DLC comes out, they come out with the XL version of 10 and the Aftermath version of 11, and then it just comes with all the DLC. So that would be the only way I end up getting it. They even did the same thing with Mortal Kombat 9. They came out with like a different version that comes with all the collecting, comes with like Scarlet and all that stuff. That's cool, but I don't pay for DLC and I don't use the DLC characters. It's just, I don't get into Mortal Kombat that way. In Mortal Kombat 1, like I alluded to earlier in this video, this game has been very lukewarm on me personally because I think it's just lazy storytelling. Like, oh, we're just going to put a 1 in front of it and it's a reboot again. They just rebooted this thing with Mortal Kombat 9. They brought it right after Mortal Kombat Armageddon. They go all the way back in time and we get Mortal Kombat 9. And then they give us Mortal Kombat 10 and you start seeing where they start killing off all these characters, and it wasn't long until they started doing it a lot, and then they had no other choice, like, well, what are we going to do for the 12th game? We're just going to reboot it again. And I feel like it's very lazy storytelling for Ed Boon and NetherRealm Studios, because every time they back themselves in a corner where they kill too many characters or the story kind of gets away from them, they're like, well, we can always go back in time. You know, we have gods that can time travel and stuff, and it feels very, very lazy. So I still don't know if I'm going to buy the game day one. I'm not going to say I'm not, because maybe like something will happen. I'm like, oh, I really want to pick this up. I want to play through the story, but I don't play Mortal Kombat competitively. I'm not that good to play competitively. I've never been that great at Mortal Kombat. I play for fun and I play for the story. So maybe I'll pick it up for the story, but I have no interest in the DLC. Mortal Kombat 1 is a massive letdown for me. I think they should have at least called it like Rebirth or something. It just feels very, very lazy with the 1, but it is what it is. I know a lot of people are excited for it, so I'm glad that everybody's excited for it. Not everybody's a grumpy old fart like me, and that's just the way it is. I'm a grumpy old man, guys. I'm fully aware that I am the grumpy old man that be pointing his stick at people, you know. But I do play all the Mortal Kombat games. I have my Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, and 3 Ultimate on Super Nintendo over there. You know, I love Mortal Kombat, but I think they're being lazy. I would have much rather them give us an Injustice 3. I'm more curious to see what would happen Injustice 3 rather than a Mortal Kombat reboot again. So anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on it. Want to know what you guys think? Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. Smash that like and subscribe button. Until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.